What is good, everybody? Thank you yet again for tuning into the channel. I'm your boy Zaya. Social media platforms are represented on the screen, so be sure to follow me on any one of those. And let's go ahead and do it, man. TEKASHI69. Whew. Where do we even start, man? This has been a video that I've wanted to touch on for a while now. I just didn't feel like I had all the information. And I didn't have enough information. And I didn't want to be one of them people that's doing a TEKASHI69 video every other day, because there's a lot of people that are just right now just riding the wave. So when I first found out about TEKASHI, obviously it was off Gummo. And just Gummo alone was just a record that it just wasn't my style, man. Like, I'm not with the whole screaming on the mic, and it just wasn't my thing. So when I seen him for the first time, I remember saying, oh shit, like a Mexican kid with rainbow hair, like we'll see how long that lasts, because hip hop is so like homophobic in a way. So that I felt like that was the agenda that was being pushed at first about TEKASHI, that you know, the rainbow hair and he's gay and yada, 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 whatever the case may be. But, you know, we soon found out that he wasn't. And then along the lines, he also had the charges with the underage girl, and that kind of was like weighing on him a lot. And so, you know, straight out the gate, you know, he had a lot of dirt attached to his name. And, you know, the music just wasn't for me. So I kind of like didn't really pay attention to it and kind of just like kept moving forward. And eventually what drew me to him was the social media antics, the beefing with everybody. And let's be honest, bro, like that boy has only been out for about a year as far as we know him mainstream, because I've heard that he was doing this thing like overseas and he already had that buzz. But as far as like mainstream knowing about him, we've only known about him for a year. And in that year, has there ever been a week that no one is talking about TEKASHI69? I feel like every week there's always something about him, whether it's the people around him, whether it's him directly, him beefing with someone, him showing up somewhere, whatever the case may be. He's done a really, really good job about keeping his name in our mouths, pause. And that was one of the main things that was preventing me from doing the video, mainly because I seen a video from Ebro being one of the main guys over at Hot 97, and him and TEKASHI haven't, you know, had the best of relationships in this whole thing. So there was one time that Ebro mentioned something about, yo, you need to chill or I'm gonna air you out and start talking about some of the people that are financing you. Once he said the financing thing, it kind of stuck with me that, you know, while TEKASHI is an artist that, you know, is making headway and gaining momentum and gaining fans, whether I liked it or not, there was definitely something else in the works. You know what I'm saying? Something else that was helping fuel this fire. Now, TEKASHI69, again, in less than a year, has climbed to heights that other rappers haven't done in their whole fucking career. So just based off that, he has my respect. You know, you don't got to like him as a person. You know, you may not be happy with, you know, some of the things that he does as a person. But as far as that career, like, shit, who wouldn't want to be a fucking millionaire in less than a year? Now, one of the things, like I said, that Ebro said was that there was financing backing TEKASHI. And I always wondered what that meant. And as of recently, Ebro did an interview and it's come out. So this is not going to be a video for fact checking, and I might have some things wrong here and there, and that's what you guys are for. If you guys know something extra, or if you catch me saying anything that you think is incorrect, you've heard different, make sure you get down below in the comments and leave a comment. But from the impression that I have is that there is a certain someone that's a record label exec, and he is of the highest levels of record execs. I'm not sure what record label, but his son is the one that put the backing behind TEKASHI. Now, when you say put the backing behind TEKASHI, you have to wonder, was the backing for the music, and then TEKASHI was the one that kind of got hot because of the antics on social media, or was the social media thing part of the entire thing? Was it expressed that he should do some of this, or he should conduct some of this behavior on social media? You know what I'm saying? Was that something that was fabricated? I'm hearing that the same person that, so that the record label exec's son that put the backing behind TEKASHI was truly the person that was really managing TEKASHI behind the scenes. Because while TEKASHI has said that he doesn't have a manager, this, that, and the third, this is the person that's putting the backing. Now, again, I don't have no names. That's up to y'all. If y'all want to name drop in the comments, then definitely go for it. But this record label exec's son that put the backing behind TEKASHI is actually the same person that's putting financial backing behind Trippie Redd. I heard that the beef between Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine was fabricated. Like, they didn't even really have a true beef. That was more so for views and likes. And again, we are in a time where views and likes, motherfuckers is doing anything for views and likes, anything. One of the major cases that I could think of is, what's this guy? Boot Gang. Look at him, bruh. He's come up off Instagram likes and Instagram vids doing dumb shit. So I felt like that formula is something that someone saw and they pushed it behind, you know, this Mexican kid. And, you know, again, I got to give him credit, man. He was a poor Mexican kid a year ago, and now he's at the top of the charts. But at the same time, the energy that he's putting out was, it could only dictate that there would be a downfall to all of this, whether it be, you know, in a year, whether it be in a few years. But it's come, man. It's come. And it's come in the form of the FBI. And once the FBI gets involved, bro, like, I don't got to tell you this. We all know, like, this ain't state police coming to investigate and looking into you and stuff like that. Once the FBI comes, they already have their T's crossed and their I's dotted. They already know what they're coming for, and they pretty much have the evidence to put you behind bars. So TEKASHI's facing a lot of time right now, which is fucking insane. So before I, you know, keep on going forward. So another thing that I'm hearing, that obviously this information is new. So that record label exec's son that was putting the backing behind TEKASHI, supposedly him and TEKASHI just had a fallout a week ago. You know, he had a fallout a week ago. All of a sudden, TEKASHI fires everyone a week ago. I feel like this was all kind of like planned. Like, what's going on right now with TEKASHI has been brewing since last week. I feel like maybe that record label exec's son was just like, fuck it, nigga, cut him off, you know? And then, you know, TEKASHI made it seem like the people that he was firing were promoters. But it seems like as if, you know, Shotty was involved in that. Shotty, obviously, you know, we've all confused Shotty in these past few months as being Treyway, or that being his actual name, when, you know, 6ix9ine said this in the Breakfast Club interview, that Treyway actually don't mean nothing. You know, Treyway is just a slang word that they've just been saying and they've made popular. Do I believe that? I don't know, because the association with the, I believe it's the Trey 9 Bloods. If I get that incorrect, you know, again, my fault, no disrespect to anybody, but, you know, Trey 9 Bloods, Treyway, like, it kind of, you know, you could kind of see where the correlation would be, if anything. But yeah, so 6ix9ine is, you know, he fires everyone, he gets rid of everyone. I'm hearing he had the fallout with the exec. He goes on the Breakfast Club. He does a great interview, an inspiring interview, an interview that makes you think like, damn, like, it only takes a year and I could really, you know, do something with my life. And after that, literally tanks. So now what I'm hearing is that the FBI kind of knew that a lot of shit was going to happen, and the FBI reached out to 6ix9ine and let him know that, you know, a lot of the shit was going to go down, and 6ix9ine pretty much refused anything from the FBI, which is cool. Like, if you're living by that code of the streets, I'm not a person from the streets. So it's, to me, it's just like, damn, like it's crazy. But to a person of the streets, there's a code that you live by. And obviously he was living by that code where, he didn't want no police help or whatever the case may be. And I'm even hearing that when he fired like people like Shotty and some of the crew members that were around him, that the FBI was wiretapping Shotty and these other people, and they were hearing that they were going to make an attempt on 6ix9ine, whether it be like fucking him up, whether it be shooting, killing, whatever, that they were going to make that attempt, which is fucked up. And, again, if you do the gang thing, it's no disrespect. I'm not here to disrespect nobody, but this is why I never did the gang thing, because the gang thing is all fun and chill when you're in it. But once some shit goes downhill, niggas be selling each other up the river. Once shit goes downhill, niggas be killing themselves, their own people, because they think this guy ratting, that guy ratting. We are in the time of ratting. Like, motherfuckers rat on themselves on a daily basis on Instagram. So you think a motherfucker that's about to get some football numbers ain't gonna rat you out, bro? It's just we just ain't in that wave, bro. We listen, the pedigree that I'm from, the day that I'm from, that day don't exist no more, bro. All right, we are in the time of the true fuckboy, and niggas will rat anyone out at this point in time just to save their own ass. So with that being said, the rise and the fall of 6ix9ine has been documented. This last year has been an insane year for him. He's seen a tremendous amount of success, but he's put out that same tremendous amount of negative energy, and that negative energy has come back to bite him. Now, there has been talk that, and this is where the kind of the line in the sand is, because while most media outlets are talking about, oh, he might be doing 25 to life, yada, 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 there have been a few that have said that he's only been arrested for his protection. He's only been arrested because the Shotty was supposed to be on recording, supposedly talking about doing something to him. So they were just holding him in protective custody or whatever the case may be. But there hasn't been a lot of sources with that information. The information that's really been out is the one where they're talking about that he's going to be going down. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that he's the face of again, 9 Trey Bloods. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But they're saying that he's the face. They're saying that, his music, has been what's motivating this gang to propel and put this level of violence on New York City, because I believe they're based out of New York. And it just sucks because, a lot of people be trying to, rap about that life and trying to live that life. And the thing is that, like, to me, this is my thing, and, we might just wrap it up here because, this is what I feel. If you're a rapper and you have a level of success, you would think that whatever gang you're associated with would give you a pass. And what I mean by a pass is not hold you to the standards of the gang, not make you do gang activity. And they're trying to say that they have proof that, that 6ix9ine was involved in specific shootings where he may not have been the one shooting the gun, but he was the one that was around while it was happening. Why would you do that? If you have an artist that could possibly take you guys to another level, why wouldn't you secure him? Why wouldn't you keep him safe? And this is why I've never done the gang thing. So I want to go ahead and leave it with that. I might touch on it again. I feel like this is what I got right now today. I might touch on it tomorrow or if more information drops. So until then, make sure you get down in the comments and let me know what you think about what's going to happen, what you think about 6ix9ine. Do you like him? Do you not? What do you think is going to happen with that case? All right. Until the next video, I appreciate everybody for watching. Everybody stay up, stay fresh, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.